Assalamu alaikum and good morning, students. Today we start with the 14th week of online learning. Our today's lesson is about Unit 5. Why do people write poems? The big question. This is our first comprehension, 3 poets, from our student book, page 50 and 51. Our objectives for today's lesson are: by the end of the lesson, the students will be able to identify new vocabulary and discuss its meanings, describe what the poets talk about in their poems, elicit how poetry is different from other kind of writing, and identify the theme of the poem. Now, our big question is, why do people write poems? The first question that we need to ask is, what do poets talk about in their poems? People write poems to share what they see. They want us to feel the joy or sadness that they feel. Let us look at the poem given on page 46 and 47. The girl lying on the grass, do you think she's reading the given poem? The poem talks about different types and kinds of poems. There are long ones and short ones, old poems and new poems, happy poems and sad poems. There are even some silly poems too. Everyone has his own favorite type of poem. Our today's comprehension is 3 poets. Before we listen to the comprehension, let's learn what exactly theme is. What is theme? The theme is the most important thing the writer wants you to understand. When you read a poem, think about what the poet is saying. Now let's look at the list of difficult words and their meanings. The first word is raisin. A raisin is a dried grape. Our second word is kangaroo, a large plant-eating marsupial with a long, powerful tail. Our third word is grasshoppers, a plant-eating insect with long hind legs which are used for jumping. Our next word is beetles, the insect having 4 wings that become hard wing cases. Our next word is crickets, an insect related to the grasshoppers but with short legs. Our next word is thickets, a dense group of bushes and trees. Our last word is katydids, a large, typically green bush cricket that is native to North America. Now, let's listen to the reading.
Page 50. Read. 3 poets. People write poems to share what they see. They want us to feel the joy or sadness that they feel. The following 3 poets come from 2 countries, the United States and the United Kingdom. However, the language they use is the same, English. Michael Rosen is a British children's book writer and poet. He enjoys writing poetry and reading it aloud with his children. Michael Rosen and his daughter are eating at a table one day. A raisin escapes. It seems to run away from its jar.
A dangerous raisin, but my daughter Elsie is helpful. By Michael Rosen. A raisin has escaped from the raisin jar. It's whooshing across the table like a shooting star. Now it's leaping in the air like a kangaroo. Look out, Dad, it's coming for you!
Michael Rosen writes very creative poems. His poem Color encourages children to be creative too.
Color, by Michael Rosen. Take a brush. The sky is green. The grass is blue. You are purple. The house is silver. The sun is black. The river is gold. The world has changed. Did you do that?
Aileen Fisher was an award-winning American children's poet, book writer, and playwright. She loved nature and liked to go hiking and mountain climbing. Do you like grasshoppers and beetles? Aileen Fisher loved to write about insects.
But I Wonder by Aileen Fisher. The crickets in the thickets, and the katydids in trees, and ants on plants, and butterflies, and ladybugs and bees don't smell with little noses, but with feelers, if you please. They get along quite nicely, but I wonder how they sneeze.
Robert Louis Stevenson was a famous Scottish poet and book writer who lived in the 1800s. He wrote many books, including the famous Treasure Island. Do you notice how winter days are short and summer days are long? Robert Louis Stevenson noticed it too, and wrote about it in his poem, Bed in Summer.
Bed in Summer by Robert Louis Stevenson. In winter, I get up at night and dress by yellow candlelight. In summer, quite the other way. I have to go to bed by day. I have to go to bed and see the birds still hopping on the tree, or hear the grown-up people's feet still going past me in the street. And does it not seem hard to you when all the sky is clear and blue, and I should like so much to play, to have to go to bed by day?
Now, let's look at the exercise. This comprehension exercise will be attempted by the students on Thursday, that is on Tuesday. All three, exercise A, B, and C, are homework for Tuesday. Now, let's look at the assignment for today. Reread the comprehension on your own. Learn the word meanings by heart. Complete exercise A, B, and C on page 52. Now again, this homework is for Tuesday, not for Monday. Thank you, girls. I hope you were able to understand today's lesson. Stay home, stay safe.